Before we start, go ahead and make sure that you have your incomplete outline ready so that you can fill it out as you listen to the lecture.
Okay, so objectives for this presentation are we hope you will be able to recite the steps of an effective skincare routine for day versus night and for various skin types, and then also be able to describe the benefits of the most commonly used ingredients in certain skincare products.
Our skin is the largest organ. It protects us from physical harm, microorganisms, and keeps us insulated and hydrated. I don't think enough of us take the time that we should to take care of our skin. Speaking from personal experience, this is because we don't know where to start. This is a beginner's guide to healthier and happier skin. Just a disclaimer to start, there's a lot of conflicting opinions about what is best, and in the same way that we approach our patients, we need to approach our skin. There's no cookie cutter approach. Everyone's skin is different, so one skincare routine should be unique to them. This guide will provide you some information so that you can make the best decision about your skincare routine. So here are some reflective questions, just asking about your skincare routine and how much time you spend on it. Pause the video and think about those questions and return when you've finished.
Okay, so the four steps that we will focus on for effective skincare routine in this presentation are using a cleanser, a toner, a serum, and a moisturizer. And just a couple of tips, you always want to apply in order of consistency from thinnest to thickest. And it's important to be aware that skin products can take up to 4 weeks to show results. So if you ever start something new and you notice you're breaking out or it's not working or you think it's not working, just give it some time and hopefully it'll start improving your skin.
So here we've provided some words for you to look out for. They're typically in most skincare products. Some are good, some are bad. So the first on the list is emollients. This is a good ingredient, and it's an ingredient that soothes and softens dry and rough skin. The next is non-comedogenic, meaning it does not clog pores, does not irritate the follicle, and thus should not cause acne. Comedogenic acne generally presents as little superficial white bumps on the skin. Certain ingredients that are comedogenic, which are the ones you want to avoid, are coconut oil, almond oil, soybean oil, and cocoa butter. Ceramides help to protect the skin's barrier from particles and retain moisture. And then SD alcohol 40 is an ingredient that we typically want to avoid. It's very, very drying to the skin.
Okay, we just wanted to put a little slide in here for you guys so you can determine your skin type if you're not familiar with it before we go through all the steps. So if you have oily skin, you'll notice some shine on your cheeks, forehead, and nose throughout the day. If you've ever used a blotting sheet, then after you use it, it'll probably be pretty saturated with oil. Um, if you're a combination normal skin, you'll have some shine on your forehead and nose, and you may have a little bit of dryness around the cheeks. And then for dry skin, you will have little to no shine. Your skin might feel tight throughout the day, and you might notice some flaking. So step one, using a cleanser. This is very important to get rid of any dirt or excess oil that you've built up over the night and to prevent clogging any pores and creating space for acne to grow. We've separated this from day versus night. So in daytime, morning, you want to use just a gentle cleanser is fine. And then nighttime, you can use that same cleanser and then twice a week switch it up with an exfoliator to get rid of any like dry skin cells that are staying around. And then for skin type, oily or acne prone skin, you can use a foaming cleanser, and that will help get rid of dirt and excess sebum. And then for dry skin, you could use a cream or lotion based cleanser, and that has what we've talked about earlier, emollients, and so that will help keep your skin hydrated.
So step two is the toning phase. Toners are an additional step in skincare that serve a couple of functions. One, they help to remove any excess dirt left over from the cleansing phase. Two, they add in nutrients to help balance out your complexion. And lastly, they help other products absorb better in the skin.
So step three, using a serum. This is my favorite step. I recently added into my skincare routine and I've noticed my skin is more hydrated and glowy. I really like it. Serums have a wide range of benefits from clearing blemishes to firming to fading brown spots or in just overall enhancing the complexion depending on the ingredients that they contain. In the morning, it's recommended to use an antioxidant serum with an antioxidant like a vitamin C or a vitamin E. And then at night, it's important to use a retinoid. There's two types, retinol, which is over the counter, and then a retin A, which is prescription. It's kind of pretty intense, and those can be a little bit drying, but so just always start with like the lowest consistency. Okay, final step, moisturizing. This is important to hydrate your skin, soften it, prevent moisture loss. They the You always want to look for something that includes ceramides, like we talked about earlier. AM, so important. Make sure your moisturizer has sunscreen in it. Your skincare routine is nothing without wearing sunscreen. Massimo will talk about it later. Nighttime, you obviously don't need sunscreen, so any moisturizer for your skin type would be fine. For oily skin, gel moisturizers are best. Those are water-based. And then for dry skin, a creamy moisturizer with maybe like hyaluronic acid or glycerin or marine actives to really help boost hydration in your skin.
And the last step in the skincare routine should be your sunscreen. Most dermatologists agree that sunscreen is one of the most important products to use daily in your skincare routine. Sunscreen helps prevent the development of fine lines, wrinkles, and visible damage from the sun. Most importantly, it protects us from the most common cancer out there, skin cancer. There's two primary kinds of sunscreen. There's chemical ingredient based sunscreens that are light and easy to apply, but the chemicals within them can irritate the skin, and there's some debate to their health concerns. Then there's physical ingredient based sunscreens. Little to no irritation or health risk, but they usually leave a residual like white streaks all over the face. General guidelines are apply 30 minutes prior to sun exposure and reapply every 2 hours if you are in the sun. Try to make sure that you apply sunscreen during the hours of the day that have the heaviest UV exposure, which is around 3 p.m. Lastly, you want to use at least 30 SPF sunscreen and look for broad-based spectrum. This means that it protects you from both UVA and UVB light. And so here we've provided you some key ingredients to look out for. These are ingredients that typically tend to be active ingredients in skincare products. So go ahead and pause the video, take a read, fill out your outline to make sure you understand the material. Go ahead and pause the video and read the question and answer it to test your knowledge of the material so far.
All right, so here are just some suggested products we thought we'd list for you guys if you wanted some options. Me and Massimo both really like The Ordinary and CeraVe. They're very affordable. The Ordinary has a lot of really good serums and toners. Massimo put a AHA toner, and then I linked a antioxidant serum. And then CeraVe has it's really good for just sensitive skin, acne prone skin. So that's another one you can check out. And then you can watch this video that we put for you guys. Slide just some more information in various platforms. I don't know what you guys like, but we put podcasts, blogs, TikToks, and Instagrams, all skincare experts, super interesting. So go check those out.
And here are references. Thank you.